My name is Lena, I'm a US priestess, and I'm super excited to be reading the cards for you today with my Wheel of Colors Oracle card deck. The Wheel of Colors is a soul reading that I offer, and I've created this card deck in order to help us recognize the power, the healing power of colors, and as a way to integrate that into our daily lives, because every color carries a certain energy, and that energy can be seen as qualities, human qualities that we all carry, and that help us to activate. The color red, for example, is a color for passion, for belief and trust. If we know how to believe in ourselves, if we know how to trust ourselves, if we know how to believe in the greater guidance that is always available and trust that we are always guided, if we know how to passionately live our lives and be passionate about ourselves and what we do, our life becomes better. And so every color carries certain qualities that help us if we activate them in our lives. And we each have a unique color distribution, a unique wheel of colors that shows us the colors of our soul, and with that, the lessons that we came to learn in this lifetime, the challenges that we might be facing and have to overcome. And it helps us to see and recognize our gifts as well, so we can use them consciously. So if you are curious to find out about the colors of your soul, your unique color distribution for this lifetime, then you can order your soul reading from me from my website, or take the free 7-day mini course where you also discover the colors of your soul, and especially 4 colors, the manifestation arc, because our unique color distribution can also help us to manifest everything that we wish for in our lives. With that, let's take a look at the cards. I always pull one set of cards that tells us the overall topic for the week, and then we'll look at the energies for each day of the upcoming week. And the cards for the next week, the overarching theme, the overarching topic for the next week is enlightenment and inner truth. Get in touch with your inner truth. We each have a color that helps us to get in touch with our inner truth. So if you know that, use that. The general color for our inner truth, interestingly enough, is the color brown, and the color brown is the color for communal action, for using our body to contribute to the highest good of all. So also allowing our body to guide us, to recognize our inner truth, because if we let our body guide us, it will always represent our inner truth. If we don't try to intervene with our mind and direct it in some way, our intuitive body language, you can, like when you do muscle testing, for example, your body knows everything that you need to know and that you unconsciously or subconsciously know. So our body can guide us to our inner truth. If you don't have your wheel of colors yet, you can use the color brown to help you recognize your inner truth, but you also have a unique color that helps you as a unique human being to recognize your inner truth, which you can find out about in the soul reading. So either way, get in touch with your inner truth, with your inner knowing, with an understanding of what makes you happy, what helps you be yourself. And the enlightenment card always invites us to see ourselves from an enlightened perspective. So you might also imagine yourself sitting on the moon, looking down at yourself and your life. What do you see? How does your life, your actions, your thoughts, your feelings, everything, your creations look from this higher perspective? And what can you learn from this changed perspective? What would God think if they saw you on earth doing what you're doing? Or you can also see if you can connect to another deity or entity or anything that can help you to see yourself from an enlightened perspective, as that might help you, will help you, very likely is going to help you to know more about your inner truth, to allow you to live your inner truth more, because living our truth is what ultimately sets us free and makes us happy. So choose an enlightened perspective as often as you can, and the energies in the upcoming week, I just try to support you in that, so that you can know more about your inner truth, live your inner truth, will also help you to live a more enlightened life. That's the overarching theme for the next week. And then from Monday, we have connection and sensing. Use your senses, follow your senses, whatever, like our senses are our guides, like our emotions are our guides. So if something tastes good, it is good for you, it connects you with your soul. If something feels good, if you listen to something that you like, if you see something that you like your senses are your guides to bring you into alignment with your soul. So follow your senses and what makes you happy, what feels good, what excites you, what tempts you, maybe, possibly, and let that guide you to deepen a connection or to connect with people in new ways on Monday. On Tuesday, we have direction and bliss. Follow your bliss, one of your highest emotions, and let that guide you into alignment with your soul. The direction card, we each have a color for direction, which brings us into alignment with our soul, so that we're making choices that are in alignment with our soul, not common, not normal, not for other people, but for us as unique individuals on a unique soul path. So follow your bliss to come into more alignment, so you can go where you as a unique being on earth need to go and where you need to be. On Wednesday, your lesson and passion. We all have to learn things, and often we have to overcome challenges or obstacles in order to learn something. Follow your passion, get in touch with your passion. What are you passionate about? And let that guide you and help you to overcome an obstacle and learn a lesson on Wednesday. Thursday, outer truths and alone. There are some things that we can do with other people and other things that we have to do alone. On Thursday, there might be something that you see around you that you like or don't like, but that you have to face on your own. Doing things alone, like, it's amazing to do things with other people and be supported and feel supported, but also it's really important that we know that we can do things alone and that we have the power to do things on our own. So see what you recognize about the truth around you, and maybe there's something that you want to change. You can do it by yourself, alone, on Thursday. And then on Friday, we have protection and shape-shifting. Change your perspective again, shift your shape, see yourself from the eyes of somebody else, shift into an animal of your liking, see yourself through the eyes of somebody else, shift your shape, and let that help you to feel safe and protected on Friday. This is a creativity task, like, to really, like, the enlightenment perspective is kind of objective, but the shape-shifting card is more like, what could you possibly be seeing? Like, what are you, like, how would a dog see you? How would a cat see you? How would a frog see you? How would an angel see you? Like, really play around with that and see which perspective suits you the most and which makes you feel safe and protected as well, if you feel called to do so on Friday. Saturday, beginning and reflection. Reflect on your life, what you have learned, your life's lessons, and see what comes up when you do that. Maybe things that you like, that you didn't like. What is it that you want more of? Reflect on that and let that guide you into a new beginning on Saturday. And then Sunday, your core and gratitude. Be grateful for what you have, be grateful for what you had, be grateful for the endless opportunities you will have to create your life, and let this gratitude bring you into alignment with your core, your essence. Like, we each have a color for that represents our core as well, So if you know that color, connect to that color. What are the qualities of your core? How can you live them? Are you living them? And how can you show gratitude for the gifts that come with that core as well? That is something that you can explore. On Sunday, I will post written descriptions for each of these card pairs and post them on Instagram and Facebook if you want to check them out. On the day, every day I post your message from the stars, from the oracle cards, so that you can read it again on that day to really integrate it into your life and into your day. Overall topic, Inner Truth and Enlightenment. Live as enlightened as you possibly can next week, so that it can bring you closer to your inner truth, because you are a light being here on earth. So the enlightenment is part of you, and equally living your truth will help you to lighten up your life more. That's the overarching theme for the next week. With that, I wish you a love-filled, joyful, creative, colorful new week. If you don't have your soul reading yet, order it or take the free mini course, but learn about the colors of your life, of your soul, and how you can use the power of colors to heal yourself and your life, because you are born to thrive. You are born to be happy. You are born to make everything possible that you wish to be possible for you, and the colors are here to help you with that, and I am too. So with that, have a wonderful week, and more from me coming very soon.